There are three primary lists that if you're not advertising to these lists, then you are leaving an enormous amount of money on the table. So the first list is your prospects list. And this is the list that I was just mentioning. This would be people that have raised their hand once and inquired. Now, when I say raised their hand, what I mean is imagine you're in a classroom and a student raises their hand and says they have a question for the teacher. The teacher calls on that student, and then the student can ask their question. Well, that's kind of like a prospect. When they fill out a lead form or when they send you an email or when they walk into your door, they're essentially raising their hand because they're interested. They have a question for you. They want to inquire about your services. The worst thing that we can do when a prospect raises their hand is not communicate with them, not respond to their email or take days to respond. And so we're going to talk about how you can put systems in place so that you can consistently and reliably give that prospect the same result. But the prospect, that's the first list, the prospect list. The second list is the students that are already taking lessons with you. These are families. These are the families that are in your business right now. And you might be thinking, well, David, that doesn't make sense. They're already taking lessons with me. How could I get more students from them? These are actually probably the best source of new students or current families. And I'll explain that in just a minute. But that's the second list. The third list are the students that used to take lessons with you, but don't take lessons with you anymore. So these would be like former students, people that took lessons, they left for whatever the reason. Now, if you're in business for any length of time, this is your biggest list. And this is really where you have a large opportunity, very, very big opportunity to grow your business. And so what I want to talk about is how is it that you can advertise to these three different lists. Now, what a lot of schools do is they stop at prospects. And so they're ignoring 2/3 of the database that they already have. You already own these lists. You already own the contact information of your current families. You already own the contact information of your former student families. Hopefully you have a CRM that's storing that for you. If you have these three lists, this is how you can get started. This is how you can definitely increase your enrollment. And the best part about this is it doesn't have to cost you very much at all, if anything, to advertise to all three of these lists. Most leads don't buy immediately, so you have to have a follow-up system to get results. Your follow-up system can't stop too soon. That's another thing. A lot of schools stop following up too early, or they give up. There could be somebody that raises their hand and says they're interested in lessons, but they may not be a customer for a year or even 2 years. You could have a student that took lessons with you once, they quit, and then they realized a year later that they actually wanted to take lessons again because some situations in their life changed. Well, if you're not staying in front of them and you're not following up with them, then you may never get that student. And so the fortune is in the follow-up. The key is to create a system where you can actually be consistently marketing to these people, all three of these lists on a regular basis.